Are you ready to roll?
Hello, and welcome to the stream. My name is Griznik. I'm your forever DM, and I'm a charity streamer with Extra Life and one of the co-captains of Half Best Friends. If you don't know what Extra Life is, it's a platform for gamers to raise money for their local Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So far, I have raised $519 myself on this channel, with the goal of being the goal being $2,000 is what I want to get to this year. At the $750 mark, I will be giving away a Tiny Hands Foundation hoodie. If you don't know what that is, definitely check it out. Hop into our Discord. There's a bunch of shit on there about it. As a team, there's 15 of us. We have raised $4,546. We've been averaging just over $1,000 a month raised for multiple hospitals. Because we don't all go to the same hospital. There's several of us that are local, and we do go to Samaritan Medical Center here in upstate New York. Last year, we were able to raise, with I think it was like 4 or 5 of us raising money for that specific hospital. We raised almost $11,000. No for my next magic trick. No for your next magic trick? Yeah, that's definitely a no. You better not have fucking waving ones of those. I swear to God. So I did update one of my emotes because I had a different variant. Hold on. Of it that actually... Oh. Huh. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hold on. Technical problems. Like, I switched around my emotes, and then it says I have to be a... I panic. Okay, that was fucking weird. So this one actually changed because my wife pointed out that if it needs to be a big bitch head, it has to be a big bitch head. So the head's a bit bigger now. So I did update that. I do have some walking things still going on with my stream, but here, let's test some stuff to make sure all this shit is working. Okay, that's working properly. Comic, that's working properly. Okay, M&M, which we already have the sign there. Okay, that's much better. I just have some of my alerts still being funny. So, on either side of my big ass head, well, sometimes in double, you can see 2 different charts. So there's the ready with the roll chart, which is specific for, most of the time, for M&M night, or ready to roll night. So $2 gets to roll on the Comic Chaos chart, which is the chart on the other side. $5 gives a re-roll to a player or the DM. 10 gives a hero point to a player, or it gives a hero point to a player. A hero point can be used for all sorts of things, including a re-roll where you take the better result and add 10 for them to instantly counter a spell or ability, for them to change the storyline in their favor, a bunch of different stuff. Also, for $10, you can add you can become a guest star in a future issue or episode. For $10, you can also add a custom NPC. There are currently 2 of them. Terabyte, who is one of the big bads of this campaign, and another one which will be introduced here shortly. I've already hinted at him a few times, but I haven't actually fully introduced him. And then $20, I will make a custom episode or issue based on what you want. You want them to see them fight giant Swedish fish? Guess what? That's what they're doing. I do have other incentives. If you look down below at my Extra Life link, you will see other incentives that are there, including a $5 incentive to get one of these cute stickers of Yappin' Grooves and, Ness being a menace, as usual. You can really feel the non-sibling energy right there. Super cute. Absolutely love them. Ness is also has them on her channel. A bunch of other ones. So, the Comic Chaos chart. If you roll $2 or pay $2 to roll the Comic Chaos chart, things that can happen include plot twists, multiverse portal opening, alien invasion, Freaky Friday. They gain a rival, they gain a fan, they get teleported somewhere, they meet their doppelgangers, visions of the future, roll twice, have magical burnout, increase their power, all sorts of weird fucking shit. So if you don't know what Mutants and Masterminds are, or is, god damn, sorry, work was fucking hell. Just, I'll put it that way. I'll put it this way. We had one of our delivery trucks show up really late because it caught on fire en route to the store. So that's how I started my goddamn day. Okay? It was a rough fucking day. So I spent all day running my freight and having a truck that was hours hot. Yeah. Apparently the driver came in and he was covered in soot. He's like, sorry I was late, but my truck caught fire. Yeah, he was like 12 hours late getting there. It was a really rough day. But I made it through to come in game. So there is that. Poor trucking. Yeah. But if you don't know what Mutants and Masterminds are, Mutants and Masterminds I've only had one sip of this fucking drink and I'm already slurred my speech. But Mutants and Masterminds is a tabletop RPG where it is a superhero RPG. So it's a true D20 system. The only dice you'll ever roll is a D20. You build your character however you want. You want to be Batman? You can be Batman. You want to be Iron Man? You want to be the Flash? Dr. Manhattan, any character you can think of, any concept you can think of, you can build in this system. That's what makes it great. So our three heroes, we have a powerhouse who can use electricity and has an electrical aura, named Thunderfist. We have a half-alien cat guy, who is everything you expect. He's limber, he's quick, he has claws. And then you have a stretchy dude who can stretch everywhere. Any shape, any size, paper thin. Those are the three heroes. They are part of what's called Vanguard, which is a international superhero group that they don't care so much about the laws of the land as they do as taking care of citizens of the planet Earth. That's the thing, is they are heroes for being heroes. That's what they want to do. What's up, Samish girl, and welcome in. So,
how would you like to suck my balls?
Wow, that's just rude, Ness. That's just rude. You hear how she talks to me? But when we last left our heroes, they were in L.A. They're normally in Emerald City. They went to L.A. because a member of Vanguard, Paladin, who's one of the 9 members of the council, came and asked them for a favor. A group that has been watching this man for the last 10 to 15 years themselves needed a vacation. They need to take over so they can get some R&R for a week.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Showing! Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god. You're the one that told me to suck your balls, Ness. I'm not going to forget that. But they did get briefed and like, oh, this guy seems normal. He has powers. His code name is Line Knight. His real name is Steve. Lives in downtown L.A., nice guy, kind of super nerdy. Problem is he's a level 5 probability controller. So what that means is he's the luckiest motherfucker on the planet, and anybody who gets near him has the worst luck ever. He does it out of instinct. He doesn't realize he has these powers. His probability control is so high, he can make the improbable probable, including time travel, speeding up time, being distracted and calling Cthulhu down. How many Nerf the Nerd rolls do I have left? Hold on, let me check my sticky, Robert. Where's my sticky? That's not the sticky I need. You have 3. 1, 2, 3. But, wait, why did you ask? Okay, you know what to do. Type in exclamation nerd to bring the chart up and roll the dice down below. And you too, folks, can do it. Nerf the Nerd chart is $3 per roll because it specifically affects me. Or $5 you can pick and choose something on it. So Robert got a 7. So, exclamation point nerd. Let's see. Fucking bacon. Fucking pancakes. Okay. This is what you want to do to me?
Bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake.
I hate this song because it's an earworm and it's gonna get stuck in my head. No, I know. You know what's gonna be worse about this, Robert? You know what's gonna be worse? I don't work tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about being in my head at work. You get to deal with it when we're playing Magic. Me just randomly fucking, okay, I'm gonna tap these two mountains, play this card, I'm making bacon pancakes, and just fucking the whole time. You did this, Robert! You did this! But I don't blame you. I blame Ness. Why? Because she told me to suck her balls. So. That does not have enough bourbon. Sorry. Anywho. But thank you so much. So what Robert did there, Robert actually had money banked. So he had money banked so he could use it for later. My favorite is the parrot that dances and sings this. So right here's the thing about me. The song, it doesn't bother me. I love the voice actor. I hate Adventure Time. I fucking hate it. I cannot get into it. And Dave, a.k.a. Wildcat, says, me as a person, I should like it. Yes, I should. Just like me as a person, I should like SpongeBob. I should. Why? The creative team, the art team, and the writers are the same principal writers and illustrators that did Ren and Stimpy, and I fucking love Ren and Stimpy. You can see it in some of the pieces. You can see some of the cutaways and stuff like that where it's definitely influenced by Ren and Stimpy. Cannot stand SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a piece of human garbage. Cannot stand him or Patrick or the fucking squirrel or Squidward or any of them. Gary's okay. I like Gary. Why? Because he doesn't talk. Gary's fine. Other than that, can't stand him. Can't stand Adventure Time either. Which is funny because the guy who does Jake also is the voice of Bender of Futurama. Love Futurama. Love Futurama. I hate... What the hell's the fucking one show there? Fuck. It's medieval, but it's technically in the same universe, because they've already said it's actually in the same universe. But that, can't get into that either. Tried the first season and a half, and I'm just like, I can't. I should like this. Same principal voice actors, same artist as Futurama in this. I just can't get into it. Don't know why. Probably because I'm fucked in the head. Okay, where were we? We were talking about that. So, last week, it was issue 5, and it was called Into the Limelight, because they're going to see Limelight. Now, this week's episode, if you've noticed, the title of it is Groundhogs Week, because they've already had a time delay before. So this is going to be fun. So before we get to the players, I will read the intro that I actually wrote to this, because I actually had time to. Hold on, let me move this bitch over here. So I actually had time to actually write something. Well, usually I do, but I don't do it in the program. I usually do it on paper, because I'm old school that way. So, issue 6, Groundhogs Week. And this will have, a big splash panel that's just L.A. and kind of zoomed in on Steve's house. Watching over the charge, codenamed Limelight, the heroes have discovered that Steve's powers are a force to be reckoned with. He has the ability to make the most improbable happen, and he doesn't even know he's doing it. This has resulted in what should have been a week mission turning into several months from their perspectives. What awaits our heroes as they stop all the bad luck that happens around L.A. and Steve? We'll find out today. So they're going to find out real quick.
Hey, I didn't understand why.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Talking about you.
What were you saying?
I was just talking about, my first D&D character and how much it sucked.
I still remember you writing it in pen.
Yeah, it was a pen and paper, and no one was watching me, okay?
True.
Do you remember what it was other than that, though?
Oh, it's been so long, Dave. It's been almost 20 fucking years.
It was a monk.
Okay,
a monk with a sword.
Yeah, because I
didn't know what a monk was.
Yeah, because I knew it wasn't a spellcaster, because you actually absolutely used to hate spellcasters.
Well, that, and you don't want to give a spellcaster to a first-time player. I
mean, it's better than poor Juddy. His first time fucking played, everybody kept hating him different books. So we were still playing D&D 3rd edition, but we had the 3.5 book. And 3.5 and 3rd are very similar, but 3.5 changed some things. So Juddy would be leveling. He'd be used 3rd edition to build his character, then 3.5 to level up, then 3rd edition to level up, and back and forth. because we didn't separate the books, so we didn't realize it for a while. It's like, no, you can't do that. He's like, no, I have it twice. I got it last level, and I get this level. I'm like, what the fuck are you babbling about? Then I'm like, what book were you using? He goes, this one, because he knew the artwork on the cover. It's like, no.
The worst part was about that too is that between 3rd edition and 3.5, I want to say the only 2 classes that actually got changes between the 2 editions was Monk and Ranger. I think every other class was basically the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was playing Monk, and I wound up having, like, Snatch Arrow, like, 3 times in a row or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Bourbon concentration's correct. Got it.
I'm
Okay.
going to be drunk DMing.
Listen, you shut your fucking mouth. I had a fucking day, and if I want to have a drink, I'm a goddamn adult because I don't work tomorrow. And even if I did work tomorrow, go fuck yourself.
No. I'm not judging. I just want to know how many magical items we'll have by the end of the session.
It's M&M. There, I would say there is no magic, but there is magic in M&M. They call me the leprechaun. I digress. So, when we last left you guys, you were in L.A. with Steve.
We were. Hi, Steve.
So from your guys' perspective now, guess how long it's been? From your
Tuesday.
perspective. No, from your perspective, how many days have you been here?
We were there before for 2 days? 3?
Okay. So, Dave, since you guess, I'll let Robert... Robert, you get to roll a dice. Roll a d8 and add 1 to the result.
Okay. It's a 5.
From your perspective, you have been with this man for the last 5 months.
Months. Oh, my.
Excuse me.
From your perspectives, you guys have stopped 14 alien invasions, 6 wildfires, an earthquake, a giant squid falling from the sky, several terrorist attacks. You've been mugged, you've been stabbed at, you've been shot at. Stretch got ran over by 3 cars in a row.
And not one of you motherfuckers help me up.
Nope. Anvils have fallen from the sky. Frogs have fallen from the sky. There's been 3 mass floods. At one point, the entire city was engulfed in a giant game of laser tag.
Okay, that was fun, though.
That sounds like it was a fun time. I will say, after like day 8, I would have called the original team and been like, "Where the fuck are you?"
You did when you got through. They literally just landed at their destination. They've been gone for about 6 hours.
I don't know why I just hear that I got run over 3 times. Just in my head, it turned into Joe Exotic. I radioed for help 3 times. Not so much as a hello, a fuck you.
But he's been in high spirits, but you've kind of learned his rhythm. And over the last 5 months, you've realized there's good days and there's bad days. Like, you realize if he gets upset, if he gets irritated, things get worse because then he's distracted. He has gotten into alcohol a couple times, which makes things progressively worse. But it also makes it kind of fun because that's where laser tag came from. He got fucking completely shit-faced.
Whee!
What happened was he wanted to go out. There was a street carnival, so he went out with you guys, and you guys lost him for a bit.
Was the Find My Steve app not working?
Oh, it worked, but the problem is that he has one of those faces.
And this is why I said we should have tied some bright-colored string to him, or something of the like.
Yeah, you 3 have been arguing back and forth about different ways to handle this the whole time, and every time you try somebody else's idea, it doesn't fully work. Actually, each of you roll a. Let's see. Each of you will roll a awareness check.
Awareness.
Yep.
Wait, where's awareness? Oh, that's just a straight ability score. Duh.
Natural 20. 16. Another natural 20. Okay. So, Robert, you're pretty sure. You're pretty sure. But Dave and Juddy, you guys are convinced that he actually knows he has powers and he just likes fucking with people. Like, at this point, you have convinced yourself he knows he has powers. And he just does this to fuck with people because he can. You also believe he's never letting you go.
There's no way he doesn't.
And Dave, and you guys think this because you have been you have time at night and stuff during your watches to dig through stuff, and you find like files of how long, because remember they said 10 to 15 years is how long this particular team has been with him. But somebody's been watching over him for about 30 years. Digging through the records and like personal journals and stuff that you have found, from their perspective, they have been with him for about 92 years.
Jesus.
And then records show that they are the fourth team that has been with him.
Is this the first time they've gone on vacation?
Yeah.
How did they manage it then?
Well.
Were they legit trapped? Is there a diary page?
Well, Dave, roll an investigation check. And since you have time, you can go ahead and I'll allow you to. You can take 10 if you want, or you can roll to try to get a higher score.
Let's roll. See what happens. It wasn't higher, but not bad.
Yeah, not bad. So from digging through stuff, you're able to piece together kind of an observation. It's not like airtight, but at this point you're super paranoid anyway. From this, it seems like that when they take a vacation, like every time a group takes a vacation, they only take one, and then they don't ever come back. Whoever it took over for them is the ones in charge until they get a vacation.
Oh my god.
But there is a device somewhere on the property that actually tracks time outside of LA. Because Steve affects all of LA. So there's actually a device here that actually is protected from his power.
You share this information with us, David?
Oh yes, I will. I'm not going to keep that to myself.
And
I'm going to.
We're going to say.
I'm going to be spending time to look for that device.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's D&D night, so Steve is busy with his online friends.
How fucking old are his online friends? This shit's been going on with us. Like does he find new friends every 2 weeks that we're here, basically, because the other ones died of old age? Like, what the fuck's happening?
I would imagine that when it's D&D night, that he's interacting with people online. These are people that are outside of his radius of effect.
Oh, I know.
So time probably runs normally during D&D night.
Yeah.
Or whenever he's interacting with anyone outside of his effective range. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work.
Correct. Yeah, but like I said, you guys have also known that anytime he gets sad or upset, the negative side effects are worse. Like, he's still the luckiest motherfucker ever, but if he gets upset about something, the unlucky part of things get really bad. Put it this way, in the past 5 months, you've had to regenerate more than you have in your entire life combined.
Oh, goody.
So you're saying you successfully lived through it. That sounds like a win.
Well, yeah, with my regeneration ability, honestly, it has to be something that would kill me outright, pretty much.
Yes, yeah, with how yours works, you have a high enough rank. So you guys have time to look for said device if you need to.
Investigation, right?
Yep.
God damn it.
I mean, I'll look too.
Did I roll? I did not roll. My dice disappeared. All right.
Fuck you, dice.
Okay. You guys are all searching for it, still can't seem to find it. But as you're searching, you do, there's some, some sodas and stuff on the counter and stuff, and you see them start, like, rippling.
Sorry, what?
They ripple.
Like the soda, like in a glass, or like?
So in a bottle, kind of like, think Jurassic Park.
Okay, so it's not the Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Was it the bottle rippling or the liquid in the bottle? Okay.
I'm gonna look out the window, Will, and see what's going on.
Yeah, you said you are or you aren't?
I'm going to look out the window.
You see two T-Rexes just walking down the street.
Would I just check to see what his group is talking about?
Right now they are in combat in a Land of the Lost style scenario.
Oh, for fuck.
Yeah, you have to fill me in on what that means, Will.
So Land of the Lost is basically
For the kiddies.
yeah, dinosaurs. It's dinosaurs. It's prehistoric animals still exist in that land.
Yes, Land of the Lost for the kids at home who might not know.
I forget how young people are.
I know, right? It was a show where this family was on a car trip and their car went off the road, and apparently there was a portal through time or something in the bushes, and they're like trapped in like this prehistoric land, but it's not quite a prehistoric land because there's like sentient, like human-sized dinosaurs too, and one of them becomes their friend, and
Yeah,
it was like a whole thing.
that was a mind fuck. I mean, we just took it for granted.
And really bad special effects, especially the original show.
Oh, that's getting good. Robert, you're sitting
How
there.
dare you? These acts were fine.
So, can I explain the role before you say whatever's gonna happen with it?
Yep.
I am looking to see if the T-Rexes are the only things out there.
They are.
Okay.
And they're just walking along like they're not harming anybody. Like people are screaming and running away, but they're just like ignoring them.
I think we have to do some crowd control. Or at least two of us should, and the third should continue to look for this device. And maybe try and persuade his group to hurry up with their combat. Also, if they haven't noticed the dinosaurs outside, I will tell them that there are currently two T-Rexes just walking down the street.
Excuse me, y'all see that large, scaly man with the tiny arms?
Wow, why'd you have to put it that way?
I got a big head and little arms. I don't think you thought this through very good, Master.
Why is that so small?
I'm sorry that she said that to you.
That's tiny.
Wow, she was so mean.
Shut the fuck up, Dave. No, it doesn't even matter. You know why? Because we don't technically need tokens on a map, especially with M&M, because the way M&M actually works. The map is nice that way we can just kind of get a point of origin.
Why was it? Like, how small was it? Like, were the tokens like little tiny dots or something? I didn't.
Yeah, it was small. What?
I mean, that would work if we were like playing Ant-Man scenario.
Yeah, but there are dinosaurs roaming down this street.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go outside. I'm not going to interact with the dinosaurs. I want to make sure people stay away from them. Because they're not bothering anybody.
Okay, so as you go outside, like dinosaurs crush this car. They're like right in the intersection, just kind of like milling about, looking around. People are like staying away. The cops have arrived. You see several officers outside, and then as the officer outside trying to clear people, so the brown semi on the right hand side of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the back of it, a trio of ninjas jump out and start beating up the cops.
Yeah, Honestly, at this point, his powers have nothing to do with probability. It's 100% reality warp.
I'm gonna use my comm link to try and get in contact with either Dave or Jody, because I'm assuming they're both still inside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask, what is there? Are there ninjas in their combat right now?
Is there?
No.
Nope. That's just a thing that's happening.
All right. Well, I guess I should. No, actually, I have a different idea. I was gonna go directly attack the ninjas, but I have a better idea. I'm gonna whistle as loud as I can.
Okay.
Trying to. I don't know.
High or low?
Oh, low. Oh.
Oh. Bad choice.
Huh.
Well, let's see what happens.
So the dinosaurs...
9.0, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the dinosaurs start roaring and just like going action. They turn in your direction.
That is what I wanted. I am okay with this. I'm gonna start running towards the ninjas.
So this large, muscular man just starts running towards these ninjas beating up cops. The ninjas look over and go, "Huh?" And they see the dinosaurs. So you run past them, and let's see.
Also, how many cops are right there, Will?
Just two.
As I'm running by, I'm gonna scoop them up.
Okay, so you scoop up the cops. The ninjas are like distraught. One of the T-Rexes come by and just like bites one right clean in half. Like he bites him in half and shakes him, and then the body goes flying against the panel. So the next panel is just like it's just the severed body like squeezing down a window.
Jeez, Will. I didn't know this was rated R.
This episode is brought to you by Steve.
At this point, I don't know if the ninjas are real people or just more reality warping on Steve's part. So.
Oh no! They are actually real people.
Well, that was their own damn fault for not moving then.
Yeah. And so, Robert, roll a. Wait, is there perception in this?
Yes.
Yes, roll a perception check.
Oh god. That do anything? No. Okay. Try that again. There we. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So as he's crunching the guy, you get a look at the inside of his mouth. These dinos are animatronic.
Oh.
All right. I don't. Well, actually, that's good information. So I'm gonna. I'm gonna set down the
officers.
the two cops, and I'm gonna turn. Are both dinosaurs coming towards me, or is only one?
Oh no! Now they're taking it up with the ninjas, and right there, they're not following you anymore.
All right. So I'm gonna head back towards them.
Okay, so as you're heading back towards them, there's a cutaway panel, and the cutaway shows different things throughout the last 5 months. Okay, quote unquote, and showing each panel is like a side by side showing the same theme, the same thing, but from a slightly different perspective. So every interaction that you've had with the city, there is actually you can trace it to a logical chain of events that caused it. Dave's saying it's reality warping. It's not. Every single one of those has something that's happening. He doesn't create stuff out of nothing. Everything he does is not something from out of nothing. It's all stuff that is plausible inside the universe to happen. It's just a chain of events happened in such a way that the improbable became probable. It is high-level probability control. But from your perspective, because you guys are just keep on getting bombarded with this, no, this is like you guys are just being skewed by what you think is happening as opposed to what's actually happening.
So an out-of-character question.
Yes.
When he summoned Cthulhu, that was actually Cthulhu.
Yes.
Okay.
Cthulhu actually exists in the universe. Like, in universe, it is documented in the universe that he exists. He actually summoned him.
So Butterfly flapped his wings in Nigeria, and Cthulhu appeared.
Yes. Like, the fact that, like, this is him doing it, like, the other thing is, like, though you're pretty convinced that he knows what he's doing. Juddy and David are convinced that he absolutely has full control of his powers. especially since it doesn't make any sense. Like, he shouldn't be able to do, like, this type of devastation without actually thinking about it. But then again, you guys have never really encountered a power level 5 person. Real Cthulhu, not fake Cthulhu. Yeah, exactly. And remember, Cthulhu is keeping his boss in slumber, because if Cthulhu's boss wakes up, everything ceases to exist because we're just a dream.
I forget which elder god that is. I'm not a huge fan of that mythos. I don't remember it all.
I
You,
do.
you mentioned the Cthulhu. He accidentally summoned Cthulhu or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it reminded me of that Justice League episode where a bunch of like college kids or high school kids or whatever try to like summon a demon or whatever to like grant their wishes so they'll be like cool in school, but instead they accidentally resurrected Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, yeah. It's shit like that. Like, everything can be traced back, but you guys are so... Like, right now it comes down to... you guys are too close to it to actually see what's going on. Because you guys pretty much do not have a moment's rest. Like, you take breathers here and there, but it is a full fucking time job. The only time you get any rest is D&D night, or if the fucker's sleeping. And you get actually more rest when it's D&D night, because even when it's sleeping, you have to watch, because sometimes he sleepwalks, sometimes he gets up and does shit. But while Robert's outside, what are you two doing?
I don't know.
I mean, you could continue searching for the device. You can go fucking bash his head in. I don't know. I mean,
I'm a hero. I shouldn't just go bashing in skulls.
don't tell me it hasn't crossed your mind.
Oh, it has. But I keep telling myself, no, it's not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do.
I'm
No.
a good boy.
No, I'm not going to slit his throat in the night. I'm not going to do it. No, I want to. I want to, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to continue searching for the device then.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Where is it? Investigation? Or
Yes.
perception? Investigation?
Investigation.
Aha!
Nice. So after searching for a bit, you do find it. It was actually hidden away behind a photo.
What photo? Is the photo relevant somehow?
So the photo looks like it's a picture of a young Steve, maybe like 4 or 5, and he's with his parents, but like they're both nondescript, just like he is.
They look like parents.
Yeah, it's just like, okay. And the thing about it is, they were both, from everything that you know, is they are both heroes, allegedly, but they don't stick out in your, like, they're not in mask or anything. So it's like, okay, maybe they were mask heroes. I don't know. It just seems odd. You can roll another investigation if you want,
Sure.
or a perception, whichever one you want to. It depends on how thoroughly you're looking.
I'll go. It's the same roll pretty much anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's investigation if it matters for which thing.
Yes, because with the perception, you're just kind of like looking at it. Investigation, you're actually taking the time, like taking it off the wall, like taking it out of the frame, like looking at it. You realize this photo is photoshopped. Very well done, but it's photoshopped.
Huh. Okay. Well, that without like some way to like, unless it's like a digital Photoshop, like there's not really any way I can dig into the photo. It's a physical
Correct.
thing, so.
Correct. But you did find the device. The device kind of looks like an old school Palm Pilot.
Okay. And you said this thing will like tell us how long we've actually been here or whatever?
Yep. Because it tracks with the
That's all-
outside world. No, it tracks the
That's
outside
all-
world, and it's also a satellite phone, so it can actually like communicate in real time anywhere in the world as long as you have the number.
Okay. Well, how long has it actually been?
Looking at it, so you got here on Saturday, and you're supposed to stay here until Friday's supposed to be your last day. It is Thursday.
So we've been here almost a week?
Almost a week, but from your perspective, it's been 5 months.
Yeah, but he could still stretch that last day to fucking infinity or something, probably.
Yeah, that's the part. That's the part that, like him being able to do that, the time warping thing, is why you believe it's why you're more apt to believe that it's reality shifting.
Yeah, because what amount of probability could like alter the fabric of time?
Oh,
Boy,
trust
it
me.
really is. It really is pretty lucky that that you guys have been here for 90 years.
No, there's plenty of things that if you actually depending on what theorems you're looking at for time travel and time manipulation and stuff like that. Tachyons, for example, goes backwards in time. Are there tachyons anywhere? Do you have a way to track tachyons? I think not.
Oh, don't you give me your quantum theory mumbo jumbo with me, sir.
You were asking, and I was giving you viable answers. I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, I smell things real good and can grow back from a cut. I don't know about them sciences.
Okay. That's
I have no ranks in it.
that's kind of fair.
No ranks in science. All right.
Wonder if tachyons smell funny. Probably. They probably smell like wet dog. That's my guess.
Ranch bugles.
Now, is that an
Oh,
educated guess, or is it just because you want them to smell like wet dogs?
you don't tell me what I want and what I don't want, Dave. You have a device.
what I-
What are you doing with it?
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
Are you telling Juddy, who's like probably with you, how many days you've actually been there?
Well, I'm assuming if Dave's looking for the device and Robert's outside, I'm keeping a track. I'm keeping an eye on D&D night.
Probably a
Dave
good idea.
Dave did find the device.
Yeah, so I'm saying he's looking for the device. Robert's outside. One of us kind of has to keep watch.
Dave's just gonna use it to get the fuck out of Dodge, leave you two there, and just abandon you.
I will not.
Like, I don't know what happened to the team. Like, they got lost somewhere in L.A. Sorry.
No, I am going to give a call to. Oh gosh, I'm so shit with names. Our handler there, the guy from
Dexter Logan.
Dexter. Thank you. Yes,
Detective
Dad.
Mad.
Yeah, Agent Dad.
Yeah. Okay, you gonna call him?
Yes.
It rings.
Because he's the one that gave us the assignment initially, right?
No, Paladin gave you the assignment. He's the one that gave you the briefing stuff on it.
Wasn't Dex involved?
Yeah, he gave you the briefing information. Paladin was the one that came and offered you guys the mission, and then Dex gave you the information.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm still going to call Dex.
Yeah. Agent Logan, can I help you?
Hey. Hey, how's it going?
Wildcat?
Yeah.
What number is this? Where are you calling from? Aren't you supposed to be in L.A.?
I am in LA.
How's it going? You only have like a day left. Hope you're having fun.
Yeah, I've been here 5 months.
I just realized there's a fucking transformer next to my computer. The kid.
ADD much?
I don't have ADD. It's the fact that the kid collects these things and gets multiples, so they built one and put it right next to right in front of my monitor.
That looks like a Gundam to me.
Oh, it's a transformer.
Yeah, which one?
Hold on, I can't see the fucking name because it's all in black.
Oh, so you can't see black, huh?
Dave, I'm gonna fucking punch you right in the dick. No, I'm sorry, my fucking eyes are shitty.
No, I hear you. My eyes are shit too.
I can't fucking read it. Fuck it. Oh god, I can't get. I took him off the base. Oh god, I can't get him back on.
Is it a car transformer or a plane transformer?
I don't know.
If it's a car, it's a good guy. If it's a plane, it's a bad guy.
Like I said, I don't fucking know. The kid buys them like crack and then gets upset. Wait, hold on. Like an electric transformer or an 80s toy? Sorry, Grizzik. If it was a GoBot, we'd be more impressed. A GoBot! A GoBot! That's bullshit, sir. Who the fucking plays with GoBots?
I'm not going to mention that I had a GoBot.
Dave, we all had GoBots. Shut the fuck up.
We did. GoBots were what you got when your parents didn't care.
Your parents didn't know the difference. Like, it's the same thing. No, it's not, Ma.
It's not, Mom. Transformer actually transforms. A GoBot just like puts its arms down and it becomes a robot that's also a thing. It doesn't actually transform.
We got Transformers at home. Here you go, bitch.
GoBot. Yes, there you go. GoBots is you got Transformers at home. That's what GoBots are.
So it's okay if they messed up Transformers and GoBots, but you know your parents didn't love you if they got you Mega Blocks instead of Legos.
Oh.
Listen, I don't know if my parents even love me now. I mean, they're behind me. I mean, they support me and watch me all the time, but they don't talk to me at all.
When was the last time they bought you Legos?
I don't remember.
They don't love you.
I mean, Mom's been gone for...
They need to send you some ghost Legos.
Mom's
A
been
real
gone
parent
for-
would send you Legos in the afterlife.
Mom's been gone 6 years. Dad'll be gone 9 years on Columbus Day.
Haunted Legos.
Have you dreamt of Legos?
No.
Because maybe they sent them to you in your dreams.
I did have a conversation about Legos the other day.
We're getting distracted.
I blame the booze.
I was about to say, have you dreamt of hard liquor? It may have been your dad.
Huh, I mean, I am drinking some bourbon, so... Anywho.
Anyway, I was talking to Dexter, and I mentioned that I've actually been here 5 months.
Oh. I'll take some of the blame for distracting. Well, that's fine, Evan. That's fine. Oh. So, I'm guessing you've been having a rough time.
Yeah, is there something that was left out of the briefing? Time dilation?
It's a possible side effect?
Oh, it's very possible.
Listen, his main power and concern is probability control.
Well, it's very probable it's altering the fabric of time. Apparently, the last...
No, that's
trio...
that's a completely different power that he has.
Well, it's pretty lucky that he seems to be able to do it, huh?
Listen,
Maybe there's a device somewhere in L.A. it's pretty lucky that it fluctuates in just the way that allows him to do it. I don't know.
No, you're not listening. We know he has that power. It's just never really been a problem before. Well, not one that we've been made aware of.
Well, according to the information I found here, like their diaries and stuff, they were here for like 90 years or something. Since the last group left, by their reckoning.
I have nothing, and Vanguard has not briefed me on that. I'd have to talk to Paladin and some of the council members because they're the ones that handle that, but they have never mentioned anything like that. They said his time dilation powers rarely activate.
Oh, rarely. So they do exist.
Yes, but it's very uncommon from everything that they've said. So that's why I didn't even mention it, because it doesn't happen. It happens like once every 10, 15 years.
Look, I'm not a time scientist, but I'm pretty sure if he's altering time, wouldn't that change the instances of when manifestations of a odd ability would happen?
You're probably right, but if we don't know that it's happening,
This just in. Shit's happening.
I can call you back when I get more information, but I don't know what to do at this point. I mean, you only have a day left. Can't you make it through a day?
If it's another 90 years before you hear from me, I will be upset.
It's literally been like 4 days since I've talked to you.
Who was the one who found out the information that the teams that when they go on vacation never come back?
Dave.
Okay.
Yeah, and I shared that with you guys.
No, I'm saying in this call, where he's like, can't you just make it through another day? You'd be like, oh, well, nobody else ever came back to their post.
Yeah, actually, I'll just offhandedly mention that. I'll be like, yeah, if they come back from their vacation. If I was them, I wouldn't.
Well, this is the first time I've ever heard of anybody like going on vacation. The other one's just, oh no, we're done. We want to leave.
Dex, just check in on them,
Okay,
please. Please.
not a problem. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, just hold tight. Hold tight.
We're trying it together.
Okay.
Cheeks clenched.
And then Juddy's just been watching him play D&D like a fucking creeper.
Creeper.
I'm beholding.
Creeper.
He seems like he's having fun. So, Robert, what were you doing?
So I'm going. I'm trying to get between the two T-Rexes,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt to nullify electronics.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Ooh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Neat.
This is the first time I've gotten to use this power. I'm actually kind of excited.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, explain what happens, because it does work.
Okay, so, I guess, whoever is looking will see, like, a little bit of electricity build up around my, like, mid-torso, and then a wave comes out. If there's anyone standing within the circle, like, any of the ninjas, if they're surviving, doesn't do anything. It's like a light tickle to them.
Yeah.
But the goal is to short circuit the two Tyrannosaurs, because I know they're robots.
Mm-hmm.
And any other electronics will also probably short circuit, because I wasn't really focusing on them. I'm just trying to shut electronics down.
Okay, so the wave comes out, and they kind of convulse, and then just and then fall over. All the cars in the surrounding area just blink out of existence. The street lights that were on go out. There's a couple car crashes here and there in the distance.
Oops. I didn't
And,
think it was going to be that wide spread.
and other than that, everything's fine. People are bitching that their cell phones aren't working. Blame sunspots.
Yes,
No, he's
yes,
different. He's a
like-
mutant.
Alright, I don't know what you're talking about. It was the sunspots.
Yeah, he's different. He's a mutant.
Okay. Juddy, high or low?
We go with high.
Okay. So you notice at first hand, you see a bright spark at the back of Steve's neck, right before his computer dies.
Was that spark at the back of his neck and then his computer dies?
Mm-hmm.
Do what now?
And all the lights in the house go off.
All right. Try and roll a quick like
That's a made a mistake.
Beep. Try and roll a quick investigation, see what I can figure out.
An EMP went off,
All right.
and you're guessing the light from the back of his neck, it short-circuited or fried the GPS tracker that's in his spine.
I'm gonna pull up my. Well, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can pull up my Where's Waldo app for him or not.
There's no power to your phone.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
He just turns. That was weird. My head hurts.
I believe it's nap time.
I'm going to take a nap, and then you see blood starts streaming out of his nose, out of his eyes, and out of his ears, and he just passes out.
Oh.
Oh
That's
shit!
good. Better call an ambulance.
How am I gonna call him, Dave?
Better take him to an ambulance.
We're
Excuse
gonna
me.
go with like.
I need an
We're
ambulance.
We're gonna try and stabilize this man real fast. That's a terrible roll, but that's a treatment roll.
You're doing the best you can, but it's not. Oh, ambulance!
and we are going to. We're going.
That man was 5'16".
Well, firstly, is our VTOL shielded? Because that's how we got here, right? That's
V
still
swoop.
or the V swoop, yeah.
I don't know. Is it?
I'm gonna run and check.
It is not.
It is not. Okay. Stretch. Stretch. How fast can you stretch?
Well, there's no time limit to it. And given the distance I can stretch, like I said, I'm going to try and do that bullshit where I'm carrying him in my arms, but my legs are like 4 stories long, and I'm like stepping over full city blocks one step at a time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, because I think with your stretching, you can go faster than I can carrying him.
Yeah.
So that's that.
This man
I
is
know what I
ugly.
add to it. What should I roll for like just a base roll?
Well, you have to use your power.
Just a D20 and then the modifier.
Yep. Okay. So you got what, 23?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're doing it pretty well. I will need multiple checks.
All right. Tell me how many you need. I'll rapid fire them off. Unless you want to just do one at a time.
No, you need 3 more to get to your destination.
All right, that's the second one.
Stumbled a little bit. Got caught in a building. Better.
1, 2. This should be the last one.
Yep. So you get to the hospital.
By the way, I'm following as fast as I can at my running/jumping speed.
Okay. Okay, and Robert, were you following them too?
When I see them come out carrying him, yes, I will follow.
Okay. So obviously Stretch gets there first, and then shortly after, Wildcat and Thunderfist. But they just see you, they're like, "Oh, hello, heroes! Can we help you?"
Yeah, we have one man here. Appears to be bleeding from an internal head trauma.
Okay, put him on the stretcher. Let's get him inside. Are you next of kin?
Guardians?
Yes.
Guardians, you say? Okay. So they hand. She hands you a clipboard, Dave, since you said we're Guardians. Here, fill this out, please. And then they take him inside.
I always get the paperwork.
Yeah, I'm going to try and follow after because, again, somebody needs to keep an eye on the man at all times.
Yeah. They're like, I'm sorry if you're not direct next of kin. I mean, the one nurse goes, no, he's one of his legal guardians. Oh, okay. Come with us then.
Yep, going with it. Yeah. Maintaining eyes on the man at all times.
Remember, listeners, if you ever have a friend who's in an accident and they say only family can be allowed, they have no way to fucking check. Yeah, I'm his brother.
You look like the end of life. Fuck off!
Sir, this man's Vietnamese. Adopted.
We're Hap. I take after our father.
Yeah. We're half brothers. I'm the not Vietnamese half.
No, what was the fucking line? My father was Chinese, and your mother wasn't.
I mean, Willow used to look Oriental when she was little. When they were little.
I think a lot of kids kind of look slightly of some random Asian descent when they're.
Honestly, it comes from the Native American in us.
To be fair, every newborn baby just looks like a weird Monchichi. They all look like a weird version of, like, E.T.
You look like fucking
You know
E.T.
You know what? I'm going to side with Juddy on this. Newborn babies all look the same, other than, like, maybe skin tone.
You look the same, Dave.
Wow,
As
is that all
a
you-
ball sack.
Wow.
Yep.
Anyway, so he goes inside. You're filling out paperwork. Robert's just watching you fill out paperwork, I'm assuming.
No, I am trying to make myself seem unassuming. Because nobody knows right now that I am the one who caused this blackout and they killed him.
Yeah, the hospital probably doesn't have power either, does it?
No, the hospital has power.
Is
Yeah,
that
I
generator
did
or
not
is it
realize it was going to wipe out the entire block.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
think,
you had to go 4 blocks away, Juddy. It was a roll for every block you had to go.
Oh yeah, I just didn't know how big the blackout was.
even then, they would have emergency
Generators, yeah.
Yeah. So, Juddy, they have you outside of the room as they're doing surgery.
That's fine, as long as I can see into the surgical suite.
Yep, they do notice the burn mark on the back of his neck, and they open him up. What the hell? And so, as you're watching, this takes several hours. They pull out more than just a GPS tracker. It actually looks like a complete spinal disc that's made out of electronics.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it looks like it fit over one piece of his spinal cord.
Holy shit. Okay, number one, that's wild. Number two, why would they install something like that and it not be EMP shielded? That's insane.
True. Mm-hmm. But you have to think too. This wasn't a normal EMP blast. This was a Paragon EMP blast, so it doesn't work the same exact way. Has the same effect.
Mr. Static Shock over here. By the way, that's the music that was playing in my head when you were doing that.
The doctor comes out and he goes, "I have some questions for you as his legal guardian." Legendary EMP. No, he's talking to Juddy because Juddy's the one outside the surgical suite.
Oh, okay.
What exactly happened to him?
I'm gonna do like the finger guns app. Not sure.
But you're his legal guardian, right?
Yes.
How do you not know what's wrong with him?
If I did, would I have to bring him to a hospital?
Yes.
I was gonna say, this is where you say, well, you're the doctor, you tell me.
Yeah. I'm a legal guardian, not a legal doctor. I have no idea.
How long have you been his legal guardian?
5 weeks.
5 days.
It feels like weeks.
It's been
That
5 days.
felt like months.
Oh, sorry, 5 months. 5 months.
Well, whoever handed him over to you should have told you about his medical conditions.
We're aware of a few. I'm not sure how many more he may have.
Well, I do know that he is a Paragon. As soon as we removed that apparatus from his neck, it healed almost immediately.
How lucky.
HIPAA violations everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's a comic book. They don't give a shit about HIPAA. Just like they don't care about OSHA.
Safety railings, what are those?
Speaking of such, now that we're actually at somewhere that like has power, I'm going to try and send like an SOS to Agent Dad.
Are you texting him or calling him?
No, I'm not calling him.
You're texting him.
Yes, with emojis.
He calls David.
There was a hot dog emoji in the middle of there somewhere.
Dave, your device rings.
I answer it.
Hey, it's Dex.
Hi.
What is going on, and why is Stretch sending me SOSs?
The kid is in the hospital.
Wait, why?
EMP went off. An EMP went off. The GPS tracker in his head burst or something. And he was bleeding from, like, every hole in his head.
That's you killed him?
He's not dead. We're at the hospital.
Oh my fucking
Stretch is
god!
with him. They had to take him to surgery. It's been a few hours.
I'm gonna have to call the council on this one.
Well, if you need more details, talk to Stretch. They wouldn't let us all go back there.
Okay, I'll call him. Just hold tight. Stretch, your phone rings.
Am I still talking with the doctor?
Yes.
I'm gonna answer it, and like, not talk to the phone. Like, keep the conversation going with the doctor, but have the phone call, like, up and going.
Yeah.
Just so that everything the doctor's saying is, like, going through it.
Stretch, you there?
Listen, I don't know every problem the kid has. I just know sparks happened, blood out of eyes, mouth, nose, ear.
You're his legal guardian. How do you not know?
It's only been 5 months. I don't know everything about the goddamn kid.
So I'm going to have to ask you to stay at the hospital while I call the authorities.
Absolutely.
And he just walks away from you.
Shit's bad, Dad.
What did you do?
I didn't do a goddamn thing. His neck caught fire, then he started bleeding.
Wait, his neck caught fire?
Sparks went out that shit.
Wildcat said there was an EMP or something that happened?
I don't know. All the power went out, and I literally just ran him 4 blocks over to the hospital.
Is he awake? Is he in surgery? What's going on?
He was in surgery, and they've pulled roughly a Game Boy Color out of his neck.
If an EMP went off, wouldn't everything electronic within the blast radius be deactivated? Yes. But they're outside of the blast radius now. But whatever happened fried his chip.
Terribly warm, but
I would drink, please.
No. So he's like, okay, well, I have to call the council on this one. Sit tight. He said he's calling the authorities, so you're probably going to have people coming to arrest you.
All right. Did I just, like, show him my Vanguard card, or?
Yeah, probably. No, to answer your question, it was only a block radius. They had to go 4 blocks away to get to the nearest hospital. And the only device that wasn't affected that was inside the blast radius was actually the handheld that Dave has.
Yay!
Because that was shielded.
I'm gonna say my phone was also not affected because I would
Yes.
have been prepared for this kind of shit.
Yeah, well, it also wouldn't affect any electronics necessarily on you since you're the point of origin.
It'd be
But I'm
kind
also-
of weird. It'd be kind of weird for the guy who generates EMPs to not have, like, EMP shielded devices.
Yeah. Fuck! Happen again!
Can't wait to use this iPod Touch.
I am gonna say the entire time that Dave was talking to Agent Logan, I was trying very hard to not look guilty.
I don't know it was you.
Okay.
No, but I'm pretty sure the higher ups are going to put 2 and 2 together. We should have, but we haven't.
Okay, so...
Yeah, you guys have not asked any questions about what I was doing, so that is helping me right now.
Was
Well-
it more of a panic get him to the hospital mode than asking questions?
The actual
mode?
level of control over the EMP is scary as hell. Yeah. So, Dave, are you and Robert in the same... Are you guys in the waiting area together?
I assume so.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
imagine.
Am I still filling out paperwork?
No,
I
you're
will
done
say
with
if
paperwork.
I've put a chair between me and Dave, and I'm kind of looking away from him.
Okay, so you guys notice a trio of guys enter.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can roll perception checks. No, so they are wearing black garb. They definitely look like they're some type of security force or something like that. They just look like militants to you, Dave. Robert, with you, something about their attire and some of the symbols and stuff on it is vaguely familiar. You're having a hard time placing it. All you know is it's a nagging feeling of something from something from the past, like something from the past maybe 10, 20 years. It seems familiar about it, but you can't quite place it.
Something for the best.
You can try rolling an intellect, just straight intellect check, to try to figure it out.
Oh, pretty good.
What is it?
Okay, so these guys are wearing the garb and sigils of semblance. who at one point tried to take over the world.
Oh,
Semblance was a very, very bad person who also has... he can regenerate from death, given enough time. And is effectively immortal.
oh no.
He ended up taking over... So there's an organization in the world called Shadow. He ended up taking over Shadow from the guy who ran it and making it into his own before he was stopped and then imprisoned. And then his last known whereabouts was some of the heroes in an undisclosed location buried him under about 1.5 miles of concrete.
I'm going to relay this information to Dave.
And his power set is he was a mimic. He can mimic people's body language, their appearance limited, and also their skill set. His biggest mimic power was he could mimic their skill set and like their voice and stuff. The physical aspect of them, he could do the body language, but the physical aspect was very limited, and it was more his suit than him doing the physical aspect of it. But he also is a mastermind, so.
So you're thinking these are goons?
Obviously. But why are they here?
Where are they going?
Yeah, where are they going?
It looks like they're heading towards the operating room where Stretch is.
Oh, hell no, they ain't.
Oh.
And I bet you the disc that got fried was actually blocking his location from other people who were trying to find him for various purposes.
Probably.
Yeah, this one's on me, guys. I'm gonna take the ball for this one.
Have they already walked past us, or they're going in that general direction?
They're heading that way.
If they haven't made it, I'm gonna throw a chair at them.
I was gonna place myself in between the doorway and them, but if you want to go straight to violence, okay.
Listen, at this point, we got
Robert in the waiting room of the hospital just fucking yeets an entire chair at somebody. I was here first.
Listen, whatever they're here for, it's not good.
True.
And I don't think they're gonna listen to reason.
They might, you don't know.
Well, okay, who goes first? Do I stand in front of them, or does he throw a chair? Which happens first?
Roland.
I'm assuming that my chair throw is a lot faster than Dave moving over to block them.
Yes. Huh. Comic book
We'll
logic.
roll for that.
Violence solves problems faster. Strength check. You're fucking hurling a chair at him.
Alright.
Oh yeah, you easily hit him.
All right, we're doing this.
The chair
Now the
breaks.
question is, what kind of chair?
So
What kind of chair do they have in the sitting room?
it's the standard hospital ones. You know, the cheap.
Right, so the weight has to be up to 300 pounds, so it's a pretty heavyweight chair.
Yeah. You know, it's the one that's the aluminum body, but then it has like the fucking really just scratchy fucking cushions on them.
Yeah.
So in reality, I probably took all 3 of them out with that throw.
There's a high density to the chair due to the 30 years of farts baked into it.
Oh yeah, so you hit them with the chair. They do like it hits them square. They tumble, and you're like yes, and then they recuperate and end up landing on their feet and kind of skidding backwards across the floor, and then just stare at you.
That didn't do anything.
And then all 3 of them, seemingly out of just with a flick of the wrist, have batons in their hands.
All right, let's dance.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna lunge at one of them, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start clawing. I don't have blasting powers. I can't start blasting.
Okay. Go ahead and attack.
That's fighting, right?
Yes, and remember, you guys are in the hospital waiting room, so people are moving the
I know,
fuck
that's
out of the
why I
way.
wasn't-
There's a little kid crying. Another one's like, "Look at the big kitty cat."
Okay. Is there, before I actually fully attack, is there a way I can try to draw this outside?
Yes.
What would I roll for that? With it, hold on. I might have a feat for that. Hold on. Is that one? Agile feint. You can use your acrobatics bonus or movement speed rank in place of deception to feint and trick in combat, as if your skill bonus or speed rank were your deception bonus.
Yep.
Your opponent opposes the attempt with acrobatics or insight, whichever is better. So can I use that to, like, draw them out, I guess?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So that would be acrobatics then. It's definitely better than my deception.
Guy who was standing in the corner because they were not enough. He slowly lurches forward to try to get the now toppled chair that was thrown.
Oh shit, that was a
Oh dear.
I am going to. Well, GM rolled faster than I could say I'm going to use a hero point.
You can still use a hero point. It's not going to change his fucking roll.
Oh, I thought I couldn't after the rolls were resolved.
No, you can still use it.
Okay.
I'll
that
allow it.
allows for a reroll, or
If you want to use it for a reroll, so you take a reroll, you take the better result and add 10.
okay. Oh, so it basically gives me advantage then.
Yes.
So,
Plus 10.
well, he said plus 10 to the better roll.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So if my other roll is a 1, it's not. It's a 5. So okay, so 24 then.
Oh yeah, you definitely can. So they're going to start chasing you outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a flip over top of them,
Okay.
and do the thing where like I hold out my hands. I'm like, come on, get me, and like run outside basically for him to chase me outside.
Okay.
Does a Jean-Claude Van Damme split in the middle of the doorway, like holding himself up in the air?
So in true action fashion, they don't use the doors. One comes, just jumping through the fucking window at Dave.
Well, that's uncalled for. Technically, the chair throw was a little uncalled for, but too late for that.
Listen, at this point, I'm causing more problems than I'm solving.
Okay, Dave, 17 versus your,
My defense.
yes. Fucking think.
He's not a hero point. This man slit his jugular, jumping through the window, and died.
That'd be against your dodge, because it's at least batting outside of this.
Do I roll my dodge, or is that part static?
No, so it's static. So it's whatever your dodge is. So it's your dodge plus 20 is what I have to beat.
Dodge is 11.
Okay, so that'd be a 31 I'd have to beat. I did not hit it. So he swings wildly with his baton as he comes, action style, kicking through the window. And at least batting outside the hospital, whoever gets mauled won't have to that far to receive medical treatment. Bonus: the heroes have leave the bad guys on the gurneys at the end. The hospital might thank them. True. Now, what were you saying?
How's my dodge 31?
Oh no, sorry, it'd be 10, so it'd be 21. I was thinking
He still
D20.
didn't hit me.
Yeah, no, because if
was
you
gonna say,
rolled
like-
it, if you roll it, then yeah.
I was going to say 31 is kind of high. Like I thought it was a plus 10. Okay.
No. Some people do have it that high though.
That is true.
Okay,
Mine
so-
don't,
So one's gonna attack you, Robert.
Okay.
I don't think that hits you.
What is that?
It's a 12.
What were they doing?
They're hitting you with a baton. Well, trying to.
Oh. So I would be my parry?
No, it's going to be your dodge. Parry, or no, yeah, it'd be, no, parry's for, yeah, no, that'd be parry.
Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't hit. If it's plus 10, it's a 21.
So he doesn't, and the third one runs off.
In what direction?
He ran off to the original destination.
Damn it. I'm trying to draw all three of them.
Listen, there's now two less that Stretch has to deal with.
Stretch,
Also true, I
huh,
guess.
you see a man come running at you with a baton.
Right. Should I stop and ask him who he is?
If you want to.
No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. We are gonna try
He's having to
and
deflect an attack. Yeah.
well, we're gonna try and grab
Listen,
this
Evan,
man.
I have a little bit of a buzz going on, so, and I really don't care at this point. But no, you are 100% correct. I just had a brain fart with how the day I was. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
We are grappling and wrapping him up.
You successfully did that. Bourbon is a wonderful,
All right.
tasty thing. It honestly is one of my favorite drinks.
So that is basically just one of my arms wrapped around him, kind of like a boa constrictor, just holding him down.
I know this is off topic, Will,
Yeah.
but I've still got that intersection battle map, and I just noticed at the bottom on the sidewalk there's a cat sitting on the sidewalk staring at the smashed car, and I can't help but imagine a scenario in my head where that cat was the cause of the entire car accident.
Yes.
'Cause it's just sitting there staring at the car like, I fucking did that.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, continue.
Okay. So, as that is going on, Johnny, you have him wrapped up, and you just hear a thud coming from the surgery room.
I'm going to try and look through the window into the surgery room.
You see 3 more guards have knocked the people out, and they're kidnapping the boy. The guy's 35 years old.
All right. Because I performed a successful grapple, I can choke this man out quickly. So we are going to choke him unconscious because of my chokehold ability. And then once I am sure that he is unconscious, I'm going to go after the other 3 very quickly.
Okay. Unfortunately, you do not have enough time with how fast they are moving.
And I'm just going to drag this son of a bitch with me and go after him. I don't have to break the hold to move. I still have both my legs and one of my arms free.
Oh, no, I understand that, but they are moving faster than normal.
I have no option but to chase. I'm going to chase.
Yeah. Okay. So, Dave and Robert, you guys get attacks.
We do. Well, I'm gonna slash that guy, I guess. That would be my fighting, right?
Yes. Okay. And he's actually going to actively try to dodge. And he did not, and you slash him across the torso, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes.
Ah, minion rules. Gotcha.
Okay,
I like
Robert.
minion rules. For,
So
tho-
I'm
for
gonna.
those for those listening, minion rules in Mutants and Mastermind is mook type characters. As
Yeah, he
long
won't
as
do
you
much.
hit them, they go down. You don't have to worry about damage.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start by turning my aura on,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna punch the man in front of me in the face.
Okay. And he's going to actively...
Oh god damn it!
Oh, he actually dodged it.
Son of a bitch.
It's one of those slow motion, like you think you're going to hit, and then at the very last second, he just like pulls his head back and it just like goes right past his nose. And he's just like staring at your hand as it misses him.
He leans back, and all of a sudden there's just a middle finger where his head used to be, just pointing at you.
Okay. Juddy, high or low?
Hi. Oh my fuck! I thought that was a 70. Shit.
They are gone.
Can I tell what direction they went in? Can I check anything?
No, by the time you get outside, they're already long gone. You can't tell which direction. You know which side of the hospital they came out of, but you don't see them in any direction. There's no obvious signs of anything.
Oh, fuck. I was going to roll an investigation to see if I could track, like, Steve's blood or anything.
Nope.
No, but one of your teammates has tracking capabilities.
I was about to say, I'm still holding this wrapped up man, just dragging him with me everywhere. I'm going back to the OR very fast.
Okay, high or low, because you have been dragging him while at a pace.
Oh, yeah. Just been dragging this dude with me. I'm going to say hi.
Okay. Good news, he's still alive. You didn't strangle him to death.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. Since I didn't have time to choke him out, I'm just keeping him grappled. I'm not choking him.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
But that's fine. We'll wake him up later to ask questions.
But Dave, you beat your guy. You go back inside to see Robert duking it out with a dude in there.
Okay, my turn again.
Yep.
All right. All right. Should I try to hit him myself, or should I set him up for Mr. Thunderfist?
It's up to you, sir. You guys could do a double team attack.
Well, that would be my setup ability, right?
Yep.
Like I would set him up to get attacked. Yes. You can transfer the benefits of a successful combat use of an interaction skill to your teammates. For example, you can feint to have your target vulnerable against one or more allies.
All he sees is a puff of dust. Yes.
Yeah, I am going to use my agile feint to distract him, basically. To open him up for Thunderfist to get a shot in.
Okay.
So basically, I'm trying to. I guess it would be that I'm trying to lower his defenses.
Yes.
I think is how that would work.
Correct.
All right.
I'm going to trip him and pull his pants down.
And then he has to roll the, what was it, perception or, fuck, what was it? His acrobatics or insight, whichever is better.
His acrobatics. Or no, he doesn't have acrobatics. He has athletics. So it's insight. Hold up. Let me switch that to.
He didn't notice I was distracted.
So you can describe, Robert, what what you and Dave are doing for your teamwork, but you fucking annihilate him.
So I'm gonna let Dave describe what he's doing to distract him.
Basically, I come in and I give him a, hey you, and I essentially sweep out his legs, and then while he's tumbling, I don't know, you blast him, or whatever it is you want to do.
As he's falling, I'm gonna hit him in the face again. This man will eat my fist.
Eat my fist.
Literally. Nom 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 nom.
So as he's coming down, I'm just gonna overhand smack him in the nose with my fist.
Yeah, you've already brought the thunder once today. It's time to bring the fists.
I'm also bringing the thunder with this one because he also gets a little electrocution when my fist makes contact.
Nice. Just kind of. Okay, so you guys dispatch him. By now the police have been called and they're on their way. You hear the sirens in the distance. And then you see Stretch coming down the hall with a guy wrapped up in one arm, looking a little distraught.
Like I said, I was heading back the exact same way I chased after those dudes back to the OR. I was going to try and just find, a gauze or something that had some of Steve's blood on it to grab.
Yeah, well, because remember
that I know what he smells like.
Listen, I'm not sure how this works. I'm thinking bloodhound rules. I'm gonna find a fucking piece of gauze with this blood, hand it to you, and be like, "Go get him, boy."
I mean, that's extremely fair, I think.
You could also use the device they pulled out of his body.
Yeah, just anything that has like Steve stink on it. I'm going to grab it out of the OR.
Steve Stink.
Nice.
Well, when he comes down the hall, I'm gonna look at him. Where's the kid?
Just imagine the word bubble above my head. There's no space between the words. They're all just one long chain of text with no spaces. 3-man up too good. I gotta go to blood. Gotta smell him. Find him.
What the fuck?
You blow past them, go to the OR, grab something, come back, hand it to Wildcat.
So as you guys are discussing this, there's a small fadeaway and a different scene appears, and it shows Steve, kind of strapped down to a gurney in the back of a vehicle, and then the doors open to the back of this van, and they're loading him onto a looks like a private helichopper, and they're taking off.
Got tons of helichoppers.
And then it goes back to you guys, and Dave just looking at you, Wildcat looking at you like, the fuck?
I'm just holding out like the fried electrical device that came out of his neck.
Yeah, and then one of the thought bubbles ahead of you is like the wordless like Japanese mangas, and it just shows a picture of him plus Bloodhound equals finding the guy.
Yeah.
I start tracking his scent. Yes. So I give him a look. I give him a look that basically says, "I fucking know what he smells like, man."
This is fresh.
Okay.
I don't think I need to roll anything for it, do I?
No, because you can. You can roll a perception to try to narrow it down to make it faster.
Roll your sniff skill +6.
I'm gonna fucking sniff you, you son of a bitch. That sounded wrong. Yeah.
I'm gonna smell you.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, yeah. See what we can find.
Okay. Okay, you gonna roll a perception to try to narrow it down, or are you just gonna go straight?
Perception. Yeah.
Way too easy to contort that statement. Yeah.
Shazam!
Oh, you pick it up quick. You fucking... you're like a maniac. You know exactly where it is.
Damn right.
You call the V-swoop, it comes to you.
Well, it fixed itself?
Yeah. You just had to reboot.
Oh, okay.
You guys are on the way. You get to a private airstrip, and that's where you lose the scent.
No!
Huh.
Do you still have the guy?
I still have a guy, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are standing at, floating, hovering, in the V-swoop at the strip, with Guy in tow.
If need be, we question this man.
All right. Is he?
Tell your wife to shut the fuck up.
That's just mean. Ask her to not sing as loudly.
No. Tell her to shut the fuck up. I'm not a nice person.
You're not. I'm being the good angel.
Good angel.
All right. All right. I'm gonna. Is he awake? at this point? This guy?
No, he's still unconscious.
I'm gonna try the like slap him around method of wake up.
He wakes up.
Hi, how are you?
He just stares at you.
Look, I'm sure you know the deal. We want to know where he's being taken. And you're going to tell us.
He just blinks at you.
Will you please?
And I'm going to hold up my hand, and I'm going to give you 5 good reasons. I'm going to pop my claw and roll an intimidation.
He just stares at you and blinks.
I'm going to smell him. Does he smell right?
Nah. He smells synthetic. What would right be? The opposite of left?
God damn it.
God damn it, Bubby.
So
Yep.
he's an android?
I am going to just... No, I'm not going to say anything to you guys that he smells synthetic. I just pop my claws. He looks that way. I give him a sniff, and I say, God damn it. And I rake my claws across his face.
Ah, you do
Presumably
that.
scaring you guys.
Oh,
when I
yeah.
actually do that.
So you see, it's like a bluish liquid comes out of his face, and underneath it you see what looks like a metal of some kind and mesh, and like a steel mesh underlay.
Fake. Hey, Thunderfist, short this piece of crap out.
I've actually got a different idea.
Oh?
Because I'm assuming he's got some kind of markings on him somewhere besides his insignia for... I can't remember the bad guy's name, but that doesn't matter.
Semblance.
He's also probably got...
Syndrome. Something like that.
Semblance.
Yeah, he's also... Semblance. Yeah, he's probably also got data.
Juddy, high or low?
Hey,
I-ho.
he's going to self-destruct.
Doing so good with these high-lows today.
You guys are just getting off the VTOL.
He's
Well, sorry, because Dave keeps on calling it VTOL. Just getting it off, and you see, you see a muscle-bound woman, kind of working out. She comes over to you. Hey, you guys must be Thunderfist, Stretch, and Wildcat. Paladin told me you're coming.
Oh no! It's rewound all the way back to our first day here.
What do I need to roll for this, Will? Because my mind is completely blown. So, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened.
Okay, so for this, you can roll investigation, persuasion, perception. You could also roll just a straight awareness or intellect.
We'll just do awareness.
So you have time skipped all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we still have the synthetic man with us?
Nope.
Probably not, David.
No, because we weren't even on the V-swoop when we were talking to him, and we just stepped off the V-swoop.
Dave, you still have the device in your hand, though.
Oh, the communication device?
Yes.
Guys, before we get too far into this, what are the odds we could just go, oh, sorry, we forgot something, we'll be right back, and just get on the V-swoop and leave?
Something tells me we'll reset.
Yeah, something tells me...
probably.
Something tells me the
synthetic,
probability
like
of that
polyester.
working is not very good.
So you get introduced to the other two, the same type of interactions, very familiar, and then Steve comes out. Oh! Hi, Wildcat. Thunderfist, stretch. And Beacon immediately looks... How do you know their names? We haven't told you their names yet. Oh, I had a dream about them. It was weird. And audibly, Freejack goes, "Son of a bitch."
Uh-huh.
Would you like to explain your outburst there, sir?
And it's like, Steve, you had a dream about him? Yeah, it was a long one, too. I mean, yeah. Okay, Steve, how about you go inside? Well, I thought you guys were going on vacation. Nah, change the plans. We're good. Unfortunately, they just came to give us some stuff. Some things changed. Just go back. Okay. Remember, tomorrow's Taco Tuesday.
It's not. It is not. Today's Sunday, is it not?
Today's Saturday.
Yes, Saturday.
Isn't tomorrow his D&D night?
Yes.
No, I'm saying this in character out loud because I'm assuming we all heard him.
And Alt goes, "How long?"
For us or him?
No. Alt is trying to look at your Palm Pilot, Dave.
Oh. I hold it up, I guess.
Yeah. You see it has an active timer that says... it has two active timers. One that says 96.3 years and one that says 5 months.
I told him.
He takes it. He deletes yours. Well, what do you want to do, boss? Beacon's like, "You know the protocol. We technically got our vacation. Thank you for coming all the way out here. Don't worry, we'll tell Paragon or Paladin that we had a change of plans and we didn't need a rest after all." So Steve is one of a kind. I'm sure you've noticed.
Yeah. A little wild.
Well, he has two powers, and one is less controllable than the others. Which it doesn't
raise an eyebrow.
Two quick things about Steve and his powers and everything else.
Yes.
Number one, I beat him at Mario Kart. Prove I didn't. And number two,
fucking Freejack just starts laughing his ass off.
This man was just kidnapped 20 minutes ago. Does this happen every time? Is he always kidnapped and then it resets, or
yes?
Should we be aware that somebody's coming, or
no? Every time if somebody finds him, it resets in the last however many long he wants. We're not sure exactly how it works because he has no control over it, doesn't realize he's doing it, and he just had a very intricate dream.
Oh, all right.
And then it fades away, and then it doesn't happen again until it happens. So this device was made by Nanite, and it actively tracks our perception of time around him and time in the real world at the same time, so we know how long it's actually been compared to how long. So it's a gift and curse, because when he has good days, I'm sure you've known after a few months, when he has good days, the good days are great. You don't have to worry about shit. The bad days suck hard. And then there's everything in between.
Well, I'm going to hand him the device back. So, from your perception, you didn't actually get your vacation, did you?
Nope. I mean, it's fine. We had to try. But Steve's not a bad guy. He's good.
I'm going to clap him on the shoulder.
Well,
Want my advice?
Who are you clapping? Because Beacon's a woman, Alt is a mimic, and Freejack is a parasite living in some dude's body.
Which one am I talking to right at the moment?
You're talking to Beacon, who's the leader of them.
Okay, I'm going to clap her on the shoulder. Beacon was the her, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He assaulted a woman, get him!
Nah, she could literally punch Dave through the chest.
Yeah.
I'm going to clap her on the shoulder. If you want my advice, take individual vacations. That would make it easier, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Like if she goes on vacation and the other two are watching, then she can have her vacation and not worry about shenaniganery.
Huh. Hey, but guess what? You guys, you guys got to meet Steve, and trust me, he'll never forget you.
Did we actually meet Steve?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we met him for like 14 seconds before he went back inside.
Oh, he'll remember you and everything. Like he'll remember your personalities and everything. Eventually, everything else will fade of what actually happened, but he'll remember your personality. And like, oh yeah, I've known you for years.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm saying he'll remember, but in actuality, in like the reality we're in right now, we met him for a grand total of 14 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as soon as you leave LA, those memories will probably fade.
Yeah, we'll see. It was pretty memorable.
Spent 5 years with the dude, couldn't tell you what he looks like.
But thank you guys again. Maybe we'll get a chance to actually hang out sometime under better circumstances.
I'm just imagining Free Jack could literally pull like the, oh no, this body's deteriorating. I've got to go find another one. I'll be back, guys. And he's just like in Hawaii.
The faster someone can forget about LA, the better off they'll be. True story. I can see that. So you guys get back on the V-Swoop and you head back to Emerald City, which is a couple hours journey. Not really. It's only a few minutes if you're going at top speed.
I feel like we're going at top speed.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you get about 100 feet, 200 feet outside of the outskirts of LA, your memories almost instantly start fading. You remember meeting
Even the laser tag?
Yeah.
Oh, laser tag was fun.
But you do look at your phones and you all have a strange app that says Find Steve.
Who is this Steve person?
And any pictures or anything you guys took or any notes you took on your cell phones during that entire time stayed.
I feel like regardless as to what day of the week it is, like when we land, it's gonna be like, I'm hungry. Is there like a taco truck that does like Taco Tuesdays or something around here?
Just every Tuesday is going to be Taco Tuesday. It's just like, you got to get tacos, man. Hey, you want pizza? Pizza tacos? Wait, pizza and tacos? A pizza taco? I mean, I had tacos for dinner, so. And it's Wednesday.
Would that be called a taco or a teaser?
Taco bake. I had a taco bake for dinner last night.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually just had chicken burritos.
But you guys get back to the mansion, and Linda's there, and Linda's like, "Didn't you guys just leave like 10 minutes ago?"
There's a change of plans.
Yep.
Yeah, we left for
Fucking Evan, a Find Steve app. It's a trap. They click it and it takes them to your Minecraft server. Quickest trip in North America. But anyway, she's like, oh, okay. So there are some things that stick out in your head. The thing that, so the stuff they can't get out. So the name Steve, like you remember who Steve is, you met him, you remember the briefing and stuff. And you're like, okay, not as, yeah, like all you remember is when you got there, they're like, don't worry about it. We're not taking a vacation, change of plans, and everything else you kind of forgot, except for some things. You remember D&D is weird and interesting. Tacos and pizza are like you've had a lot of tacos and pizza and you kind of grow fond of it. The name Semblance sticks out in your head repeatedly. And the fact that you do not like anybody who has probability control powers.
This is some bullshit.
I mean, it is some bullshit. The timing on that's off. That's going to irritate me. I'm going to have to fix that. But yeah. And you guys still had to solidify where you were gonna actually
Set up
put your
shop.
base. Yeah. But you guys, for whatever reason, you guys feel fucking exhausted. Like you haven't, like you feel like you've been on a fucking marathon.
Weird. It's like I haven't slept in like almost 6 months.
Uh,
I'm gonna go take a cat nap.
nice. So you guys all go to sleep and dream about Steve, a man they named Steve.
No.
You guys do have very similar dreams about the events that happen, but when you wake up, like any dream, it fades pretty quickly. And then you see the good doctor is back in the house with Nanite. Oh, I thought you guys were going somewhere.
There's a change of plans.
We weren't needed.
And he looks at the three of you. And then he gets real close, pulls out a magnifying glass, and just starts staring at your pupils. And it's like, what is wrong, Doctor?
What?
Where'd you go?
L.A.?
That explains it. Looks like you've been through the ringer in a binge for fucking about 5-6 months. LA will do that to you. Oh yeah, by the way, I hope you're well rested. Get some breakfast, gear up. We have a portal we have to deal with. We have a portal we have to deal with. The one me and Dr. Roboto over here we're looking at for the last few days.
Nanite is back there, and he does the robot equivalent of rolling his eyes.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, we have to do something about it.
Look, unless you want me to like scratch it.
Oh no, you guys are going through it.
Right. Does anything come out of it?
No. That's why you're going through it. Don't worry, we've already sent a rover to make sure that it's perfectly safe and atmospherically sound. It's fine. I would go, but I am banned from interdimensional travel right now. So you being the premier heroes of this fair city of Emerald City, you have been elected to go and investigate this portal and what's on the other side and find a way to close it.
Where's Stretch? Is Stretch down here yet?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
I'm with us. I'm here. I'm cool. I'm hip.
Don't worry. How bad could it be? Dun,
I'm gonna
dun,
roll
dun.
my eyes.
Then a panel comes across and it just shows you guys just talking and stuff, and then it zooms. It switches over to another panel where it shows the portal, and it's kind of nighttime out, and then it zooms in through the portal and then shows the other side, which looks kind of like Emerald City, but it's called Ruby City. And you see a mansion that looks very similar to Dr. Aton's, and inside it's the same panel, and your doppelgangers are there having the same discussion.
Ooh. What kind of doppelgangers, though?
What do you mean, Dave?
Well, there's all different kinds of doppelgangers.
Oh, yeah. Well, your doppelganger is named Coyote. He's a doggy.
Oh, instead of a wild cat, he's a wild dog.
Instead of Thunder Fist, it's Viper Lightning.
Instead of stretch, it's shrink.
No. Instead of Stretch, it's Geist.
I'm a ghost man.
Yep. Yeah, he's a body hopper. Huh. Then it says next time.
Ooh. To be continued.
And I will give everybody 5 power points.
Yeehaw!
Wait, don't they? Oh wait, no, PowerPoints. Never mind. I was thinking they were the ones that go away at the end of the session. I was like, why are you giving us these now?
No, power points are to build your character.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
I was
build
thinking
character.
0 points for some reason.
Yeah. And you guys, so by the end of next section, you should have enough power points that I will actually increase the power level of the campaign to level 13.
Oh, no.
I was I've earned 14 PowerPoints so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think of the session?
Fucking
That was pretty
Groundhog
good.
Day shit.
Oh, being called Groundhog Day, we were going to wind up getting looped more than we did.
You guys did. You just didn't realize it. That was what the beginning part was you guys were like, when you realized how long it was set the premise. Yeah. It's like hospital carnage. Because doing the loop over and over again does take that. Like, if I hadn't been drinking, would have been easier. Because then I could have looped a couple more times because my memories, alcohol affects the memory, so you know. I can't think coherently. But I needed to relax. I had super fun doing this one, and you guys will be meeting Steve again. So outside of character and stuff like that, what are your guys' inclinations, and what do you think is actually going on? Because I like having that part, like getting your guys' that it's kind of like a behind the scenes for the for the viewers too, so that way anybody who wants to know more about the storyline and stuff like that, and kind of how it works and like how comic works. But what do you think was actually going on? And I'll tell you if you're right or wrong without giving away too many details.
I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure.
As far as what was going on with Steve?
Yeah.
Well, I think that
Wonder what happened
Like-
to the authorities. The doctors called. Since LA, they probably said nope and went taking a jaywalker. Yeah, exactly. They never fucking showed up. You kidding? They heard the police sergeant like, fuck this. Yeah, but what's going on with Steve? If you guys had any inclinations as a player or as a character.
I honestly have no idea.
I am assuming. I'm assuming we are on the spot with him having reality kind of shaping powers and whatnot.
Nope. He
No?
does.
Okay.
He does. He cannot control reality. He literally, like I said, has 2 powers. He can manipulate time, and then he can make the improbable improbable.
Yes, the probability changing and the manipulating time.
Yeah.
And I feel like what it is literally somebody just wants to utilize that to their benefit.
Correct.
And that's why they're trying to steal him and whatnot.
Yeah, and the thing about it is he reverses it every single time, like as a failsafe, because they get him, and then because to them, it's the first time they're doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So if we had managed to keep him from getting kidnapped, it wouldn't have reset.
correct. And you guys got very close. You did. But yeah, so like those are his 2 main powers, and the time power is more of a defense mechanism. Overall, so he's stretching time because he likes you guys. So when he likes somebody, he stretches time because he wants to spend as much time as he can with them. So if he doesn't like you, it's a very short, like, nope, don't need to see them, don't need to talk to him, because from a character's perspective, it's all stuff that would be behind the scenes that you wouldn't know as a player, but your character would know. Is you could tell certain people at certain stores and places that you go to that he didn't care for when you look back on it, when you still have the memories, because the interactions were very short and sweet, like minute to the point where the interaction actually took a few minutes, but in your memories of it, it took seconds, like barely talking or not even saying anything, just walking up. and then just paying for stuff like he deleted that part out because he doesn't like them. He doesn't like being upset. But with those two powers combined is why it's very easy for people to assume that he's warping reality because of the way they interact. Because every time he reverses time, that means a new set of probabilities for him, so the next time he goes through, he's not necessarily going to do the same thing again. So it's going to be different every time. Because outside factors still affect him because he doesn't have any control because he's just going by what's there. So the probabilities change because the world is still spinning around, even LA inside of his sphere of influence. So different factors, every time he resets, different factors are in play because things happened a little bit differently because of just, the actual probability in real world. You have any thoughts, Robert?
Well, the device, and I'm sure everyone else probably figured this out, that's in his neck is not only like a tracker, but also prevents other people from finding him.
Correct.
I think there's two different devices, aren't there?
No, it's all the same device.
Oh, I thought there were two separate ones. Like, he knew about the tracker, but he didn't know about the other one, maybe?
No, he was told about the tracker.
Yeah.
But you were going to say something else, Robert?
I also know that my character, he doesn't know why, but for some reason he doesn't want to use his electrical pulse anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there were...
What?
Yeah. So Dave did get a couple clues. Dave actually, I think, found the most clues out of anybody in the last two episodes about Steve. So there is that.
Yay! I'm a good detective.
Yes, you as a character found the most. You as a player have no idea what the fuck is going on, though. Apparently.
No, like.
So if you look back at all of it, so what you have found for clues all pertains to his parentage. So the first thing is trying to figure out, you narrowed it down to about a dozen different hero families it could be. But then one of your inclinations is, what if one of his parentages or grandparents or something was a villain instead, and that's why we don't know who it is. You found the name Semblance in one of the documented logs with question marks next to it. You found a photo that was obviously photoshopped with Steve's parents. And then Semblance's goons, that was a Robert clue that he figured out, showed up at the hospital.
Semblance is his dad?
Correct.
Or his mom. I don't know.
I mean, could
I'm not
be.
going to judge.
I mean, it could be. No. And anybody, so to refresh your memories, and Robert wouldn't know this because he didn't play in the previous campaign. So, Semblance, Semblance has a brother.
Resemblance.
No. Semblance's brother is Dr. Liam Keats Sr.
Oh.
So he's the uncle of... I just blanked on it. The kid we were staying with.
Steve.
No.
No, Aton? No, Aton's not related to. He was Aton. So Steve's uncle was Aton's best friend.
Oh, best friend. Okay, I thought they were related. Never mind.
No, they were best friends.
I'm your brother's, uncle's, sister's,
See,
friend's college
Dr.
roommate.
Keats, his first name is Jargo. He actually went by Jargo. Liam is what Junior goes by, but it's actually Jargo Liam Keats. Jargo, his power is his main power is super intelligence. Was his main power, and gadget, being able to build gadgets. Where Semblance has a mastermind when it comes to puzzles specifically, and then also has regeneration abilities. He has regeneration abilities because of clinical trials that were given to him because he grew up in an insane asylum because he was very nuts.
He grew up in an insane asylum. Because, he was sane.
Yeah, so, like I said, he actually tried to take over the world at one point, and sent him back himself through time, mind you, using devices he stole, and he is essentially immortal. And he can regenerate from death as long as he has UV light. So that's why they buried him in concrete. But, you can supplement why they would want him if he's the son of it and has the ability to travel through time. Or probability.
Yeah.
And they probably want to use him to stop them beating Semblance and blocking him away like that.
Yeah. Well, the problem is Steve is powerful. Could you just imagine, just from everything that you know so far, what would happen if Steve actually found out he was a Paragon and B was actually trained to use his abilities? Could you just imagine?
I don't wanna.
No. Imagine if he was on the good side. Then imagine if he was on the bad side.
What if Semblance just wants to meet his son? He wants to throw a ball.
Semblance honestly wouldn't give two shits that he has a kid.
You never know.
He was abandoned by his father. His mother had him in a mental institution.
You never know. He might be all like, I'll be a better dad than my dad ever was. Let's play catch, son.
No, the thing about one of the downfalls and the drawbacks to Semblance's powers, he has no empathy or emotion. He doesn't care.
I know. Just imagine though, like,
No,
you think.
he'd do it just to fucking manipulate him.
Oh yeah, he'd act like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100% he'd act like that.
What if he was purposely trying to be a better dad to get vengeance on his dad?
Well, his dad is also immortal, so I can see
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so this is the fucked up thing. Semblance and Keats' dad is immortal. Semblance got immortality. Keats did not. He got super intelligence, but then died of cancer.
But his cancer's immortal, and that tumor is just still walking the earth.
Or did he die? Maybe he faked his own death.
Womp womp womp.
Who knows?
Or maybe he was smart enough to die because shit sucks and he just got out of here.
Fuck this! I can't stand it! But tonight's session was definitely super, super fun. But I am going to... mute and deafen so I can end stream. If you guys are still here, I'll talk to you afterwards. Otherwise, I will see Juddy and Robert tomorrow at Pookie's for cards for Magic the Gathering. And Dave, I will see you when I see you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, we're going to snooze that alarm. Oh, so it's definitely fun. Pookie's for cards.
Pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Real fucking funny. Real funny. Love you too. Pookie is our friend Matt. He's also known as Asthmatic. But we call him Pookie. Because we love Pookie. Hey, at least she waited until the game was done. Yeah, well, she usually has me on mute. I was nice. She says she was nice, but then she's abandoning me tomorrow, so I just get abandoned everywhere. That's just it is my life. But definitely had a lot of fun. Also, this weekend is Star Wars weekend, so I will be playing Star Wars games this weekend. I do have to work all weekend, but I will be playing Star Wars games. It's just a short 2-day trial. Yeah, 2 days, but you're going to be gone for like 3 or 4, so I don't want to hear it. And then you're going to be abandoning me at the end of next month for like 2 weeks. Sorry, I don't do well without my wife. We are very codependent. And I'll miss her. But I am going to try streaming Star Wars. That reminds me, it's my anniversary. Oh, nice. So I am going to try to stream this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I might stream tomorrow or Friday. I am not 100% sure. Honestly, tomorrow I probably will because I don't have anything really going on tomorrow night. Friday depends on work, in all honesty. But this weekend I definitely wanted to stream a Star Wars game. Probably, I have most of the Star Wars games. I don't know. I think there's one I haven't played yet. I haven't played the new one yet, but I haven't bought the new one yet either. But it is on sale on Steam, so I might buy it. I don't know. We will figure that out. But let's see who's online. Oh, do 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 do. Newfie. No, I just raided out to Newfie the other day. I actually raided out to him twice. So, I think I'm going to raid out to Ness just to be an ass. Because she's doing more of the drug trade. And probably messed up my goddamn meth lab. Played one day with her, trying to give her advice. Sells fucking dope to meth heads. And then just is a nuisance. There we go. She is playing Schedule 1. She is pushing for partner for crowd control, which is awesome, honestly. But we'll go over there. We'll be a nuisance. Tell her where you came from. Tell her she's a big bitch head. That's my emo if you're a subscriber. And I will see you guys when I see you. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I am trying to get back into my 3 days a week for streaming, so we're going to try it and see how it goes. Until then, I am your forever DM, Gruznik, and I will see you guys later.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No,
Can I pet that dog?
Who's not just raided with 5 units?
Oh, Gruzy! Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for bringing your community over to me. If you guys aren't following Gruznik, please go do so and follow him. He is...
These tiny hands. They're not that tiny.